Hey, you Leeds fans, it's Chris here from Drubbit. So yesterday we got some extremely shocking news. I don't think anyone saw that coming. One thing I would say is that it seems that the bookies have run away with the money because that name I don't think was on the list at all. But Thomas Christiansen, I gotta admit, when I first saw this news, I was a little bit disappointed, and I'm sure that quite a few people were. But then I did have a bit of optimism that crept into my thinking. I think that, look, he's certainly not who we thought we would get, but do remember that Andrea had a very stringent interview process that went on for over 3 weeks. So there's a good chance that he really thought that he was the good man, like the perfect guy, right? One thing I want to point out that for some people that have been saying that he's just another puppet and he's just some guy that he's got on the cheap, I would recommend that you look at the video of statistics that Thomas Christiansen has got, which is on Twitter and Facebook and the other social media accounts of Leeds. It does say on there that our new manager, this is something I noticed, our new manager, his statistics, he managed, they constantly use the words manager or managed. So I get the feeling that they're trying to subtly say to us that he is the manager and not just some head coach that has no real say in anything. I don't think that's the avenue Andrea is going to go down. Of course, we'll find out as time moves on. But look, let's look at what he's been doing recently. We did have one of his... One thing we can say about him actually is that he's managed a couple of clubs that are quite hard to pronounce. He seems to be consistent in that regard. But he did have one of their fans, is it Apple? Let's just say Apple, right? Apple came on and one of their fans came onto our Facebook group yesterday and said, that he was good and he was bad. He played some dire football for the last 2 months of the season. He came back, but they still won the league though. The point to take away from this is that he obviously is a winner. Okay, he just won the league title with another club. The reason why apparently they got rid of him is because he was asking for a lot more money than what they could afford, and they didn't think he was deserving of that. So when we're saying that Andrea's just getting something on the cheap, maybe it's not. Maybe he's actually asking for a certain amount of money, and that's why he left his previous club. But Leeds have now offered him that money. So actually, maybe there's someone that's actually quite expensive. I mean, it's hard to say, but what I would say is that he's obviously someone that has won a title. Okay, it's not in a very dominant league. Okay, it's only in Cyprus, but he was someone that played for Barcelona. He's obviously got a good relationship with Pep Guardiola. They used to play together. There's a good chance that he's an up-and-coming manager. Okay, he doesn't have a lot of experience. I was hoping for someone a bit more experience. Let's be fair. How many other managers have we had in the past that have had a lot of experience in England, and how well have they done? I mean, not being funny, but we've had all types of managers. We had Neil Warnock, who was the expert apparently getting teams promoted from the Championship. He flopped. We had, all the other managers we've had. We've also had, no names like Hockaday and Mick Milanic as well. But the truth is, we've had Rossler. We've had a lot of guys, and they've all seemed to flop. And of course, that could be because of the ownership and the fact that they haven't really had any money to give down for the budget on the squad to get new players. But I just think that we need to give this guy a chance. Okay, he wasn't the guy that we wanted, but look, we haven't got any choice in the matter now. It's done, it's dusted. All we can do is get behind him. I certainly will be. We need stability in this club now, and I don't think Andrea is the sort of guy that's going to quickly fire someone. If Thomas can prove that he's a decent manager and he can perform, grind out results. That's what we need. We need grinded out results. I'm not too fussed. I mean, beautiful football would be great, but to be fair, I just want results to be grinded out at the moment. We need the promotion, all right? So we need the results. However we get them is fine. It seems that he's signed a 12-month contract, so this seems to be a recurring thing now, like these 1-year contracts. It could be because Andrea doesn't want to commit to one manager in the Championship, because when we get promoted to the Premier League, he's probably got other ideas of managers that can come in and do a better job in the Premier League. So actually, this 12-month thing could just be a reason to get us up to the Premier League, and then after we're there, we'll get someone a bit more stable, which is a bit more of a brand name potentially. So don't worry too much, but I do think that he can do a really good job. He's got really good statistics. Like, I won't go into them. You can have a look at them on the Leeds website and obviously on their Twitter page and stuff. But he does seem like he's a winner. He's won stuff in the past. And he was a striker as well. He was a top scorer in the Bundesliga in 2003. He's obviously a very talented man. He speaks 5 different languages. Okay, he's played through Barcelona team. He's played in all sorts of clubs. He's managed 2 clubs and he's done really, really well at both of them. He actually won the league with his most recent club. And okay, he didn't impress everyone in the last few months, but look, that's what happens in football sometimes. There's every reason that he's going to do well. There's a lot of good signals coming here. Look, let's get behind him. It's his first job in England. Everyone's got to start from somewhere. And I do think that he has got the prowess, he's got the history to do a good job. If he does get us promoted, then he'll be a legend at Leeds anyway. I've said that before, and that means that he'll make his name. He'll become that brand name anyway. So really, it doesn't matter. All we need to do now is get behind him. So let's do that, and let's all march on together. Let's smash the season, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.